wonderful energy in here. My mom's here, Ms. Beverly Cumbo. Give her a round of applause. All the way from Brooklyn, Ma. I know that there's so much going on Staten Island. There's a lot of events happening, and people will be streaming in, those who are making it in. So we've tried to create, just a space where everyone can not just network, but also feel a sense of community. We're all here, united in the work that we do. And of course, we're all here to honor and celebrate some wonderful community leaders, advocates, supporters of Canvas Institute. And I'm really honored. I'm really honored to be here, be alive, to actually witness, what we put together for you, right? And that's big. Some of the students we worked with, who are in different colleges throughout New York City and state, and they would have wanted to be here, but they couldn't. So they actually did a video that you all are going to see in a little bit, and it's also a testament of the work that we have been doing at Canvas Institute. So, good evening, everyone. It's an incredible honor to stand before you tonight at our third Annual Youth Empowerment Gala 2024. And all of us that are here to celebrate this moment are receiving the blessings of life and good health. And I pray for those who may be experiencing health challenges, but we thank you for making the time to be here with us. I want to begin by acknowledging each of you for being here and supporting our mission to uplift and empower our youth. Your presence and belief in our work, in our cause, truly makes a difference, and it really does. Reflecting on this journey, I'm reminded of the African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Right? So I'm going to say that one more time. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And together we have reached new heights in empowering our young people, instilling in them courage to dream boldly and tools to achieve their fullest potential. In just 3 years, we've witnessed extraordinary transformation in our youth, more than 3 years, but that have stepped into their power as leaders, artists, change makers. They're rewriting the narratives for their communities and carving out paths for the next generation. This is impact, and this is why we do what we do. I'd like to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to our partners, everyone here who purchased a table, and we will acknowledge all of our sponsors, but everyone who purchased a table and who has a table, please stand up and be recognized. Our table, those who purchase tables, if you're sitting at the head of the table and you organize the table, please stand up. Please stand up and be recognized. As we celebrate tonight, let's recommit ourselves to building more opportunities, fostering deeper connections, and creating space where every young person can thrive. Our work is far from over, but I have no doubt that together continue to create a brighter, more just world for the next generation.
My name is Sean Durrett, and I currently attend Long Island University, or more specifically the Brooklyn campus. It was through my fellowship with MBK that I received the opportunity to intern with Canvas Institute. This internship genuinely caused a change in my life because I used to stray away from taking those risks, and I used to run away from being a leader. The ironic thing about this is that in order to strive and be successful with Canvas, I had to transition into becoming a leader, And while taking those same risks, and to add on to that, I'd have to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. It was through the youth summit hosted last year that I put my new leadership skills to test in order to ensure that it would be a success. Another thing would be those Saturday sessions I attended, which helped give my voice a meaning with those that we met. I am glad I was able to intern with Canvas Institute solely because of how it changed me from being a follower to a leader, along with helping me realize all those hidden qualities that I had to discover and those I still have to discover. Thank you for listening and have a good day.
Good evening, all. My name is Nana Jimenez, and I'm currently a freshman in college. College so far has been filled with a lot of ups and downs, but I managed to push through, and that alone is a feat I couldn't have done on my own. It's important to acknowledge my background, which Canvas Institute is a part of. I joined Canvas Institute as a My Brother's Keeper fellow, and I'm glad that I picked Canvas Institute out of the other internship options I had, because without Canvas Institute, I definitely wouldn't have some of the real world skills I have right now. As an MBK fellow, we had to complete a service project, and I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to do it, how to get started. And because I joined Canvas Institute, Bobby was my mentor to help me, get the project done. I remember he called me into his office this one day and sat me down and asked me what I wanted to do. I told him. He said it was a great idea. Then he asked me how far I had gotten or what I've done to start. And I told him I haven't done anything. And then he told me about all the resources and all the connections that he has, and all that was there for me to do was just ask him. And that's when I realized that I was lacking the ability to ask for help. And I'm really grateful that Bobby taught me that lesson, because right now, Chem is one of my weak points. And because I know how to ask for help or know when to ask for help, I'm moving through it. I'm actually understanding what I'm doing right now. And I'm really grateful for that opportunity. So thank you so much, Bobby. And yeah, have a great night, guys. Bye.
Hello, my name is Mark Eliasu. I currently attend the University at Albany, SUNY Albany. I'm 18. I've been a part of Canvas for 2 years, since my junior year till my senior year. Canvas itself has been an eye-opening opportunity. Stuff I would never deem possible, made possible. Being in a position with someone of my skin color, I thought would never have been a reality, but Bobby and the entire Canvas team allows me to see that that is a reality. I worked on the Youth Summit as my service project along with my fellow MBK members and a bunch of other students from other schools. It was just all to give back to the community and to support the community, and to say that we need to band together at times because we are divided, but we need to come together. Canvas is very important, and from my personal experience, I feel like when you're with Canvas, it's an all hands on deck situation. So while Canvas does its role to help support your kids, please do the same role and help support Canvas.
My Port Richmond High School students over there, give them a round of applause, young ladies. Ladies, if you don't mind, could you just stand up so you can be seen, please? Stand up. There's our high school cohort that we've started working with. Some of the brightest and smartest minds in Staten Island. And thank you, Demo, for the work that you've been doing over there at Port Richmond High School. And this is a school night, so appreciate y'all coming out. So I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I heard what you all said last year. You wanted more dancing, and you're going to get that. Yes, right, collect after that, right? We want to continue to improve on our gala. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Going off script a little bit, right? And I know your mom's here, Dorothy's here. So I am going to let you talk about your dad first, a few words about your father, because I have his bio here, but I feel like you would do it honor, right? And then Your sister might want. Well, call your sister up also. Lisa, is she here? She's here, right? Yeah.
I want to thank everybody, Bobby especially. My father dedicated his life to giving back to the community, and I thought you were going to speak a few things about what Bobby meant to my father.
I want you to go first, right? I want to give you the honor, then I'll close it out. How about that?
All right.
All right.
Okay. So Bobby meant a lot to my father, and you know, he called me. You know, he wanted to honor him. Celia, who I'm very close with, also I want to thank. Congratulate all the honorees for giving public service. My father gave his life, right, to it. He was always for the underdog. Anybody that knew my father walked in a room, everybody knew he was present, right? And Mr. Ambrosino, I was very proud as a young man growing up. You know, I guess I was embarrassed when I was younger, but then I started realizing the stature of my father and what he was to the community and what he gave to life and everybody. My sister here, my mother's sitting. My sister is an AP at I-72, so I'm going to let her say a few words because I'm a mortgage broker. I didn't go into this path, and she is an educator, and my mother's a retired principal as well. So we've given a lot. We still have the Rocco Warrior Foundation, which we're still running to this day. And I'll let my sister Lisa say a few beautiful words.
So thank you so much, Bobby, for this honor. And my dad really did believe in you and believe in what you were doing because he always put kids first and believed that that's how we would get success in our community.
Anybody going to 57 Park Hill over here? Okay. See one hand all the way in the back. And Larry Ambrosino was my principal. Yes, he was my principal, and I have one story that I always tell about Larry, you know. I knew I got in trouble one day, I don't know what it was, maybe I was fighting or something like that. And I remember going to his office, and I remember him lifting me, and I was in second or third grade, lifting me up like this.
Larry was always out someplace, coaching or going to some kind of a meeting or helping somebody get a job. It's funny because after he died, you know, my kids were really shocked because we really had no idea how many people he got jobs for, and the outpouring and the cards and people, the telephone calls and the visits really took us aback because we knew he really was out there, but we didn't have any idea of how many people he touched. And I have to say, now, looking back, I'm glad that he gave that, and we had a good family, so we missed him a lot, but he did a lot of good. And thank you very much for this honor.
So, to our next honoree. Just trying to follow this thing here. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Mike O'Reilly. A retired NYPD lieutenant, U.S. Army Reserve veteran, has dedicated years to Staten Island community and school safety since 2009. He served as president of the Community Education Council 31, District 31, advocating for Staten Island's education and community needs. Mike was instrumental in securing $900,000 in grants for My Brother's Keeper, supporting equity in local schools. He championed road safety measures like establishing NYC DOT slow zones and implementing photo enforced signs, and authored U-turns, restrictions in school zones. Mike's commitment extends to addressing Staten Island's opiate crisis, which is a real crisis, advocating for advanced police training on drug recognition, which the NYPD adopted. He co-created school safety plans post-Newton tragedy, influencing state legislation on security upgrade. There you go. Well respected for his education to the community welfare. And this is what I added. Mike Riley has been a steadfast supporter of our annual Youth Empowerment Summit, actively contributing as a panelist and even bringing his children to participate in the program. And this for many years, by the way. Long before his tenure as an assembly member, Mike served on the Canvas Institute board alongside Bobby and Larry Ambrosino, passionately promoting our mission. We deeply appreciate his continued support and commitment to empowering our youth. So, our third annual Youth Empowerment Gala honoree is Michael Riley. I call him troublemaker. Mike, I know you're a politician, so be brief, all right? Be brief, all right?
I promise I will be brief. I will talk as whole as I am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby. Most thank you, Celia. To the committee, thank you so much. But most of all, thank you to you, the community, for being here for our kids. You know, in Staten Island, we're so different than the other boroughs. We actually work together across the aisle, across the shores. So that's the model that I want to encourage moving forward. We have 4 shores on Staten Island. What I really envision is having a time where our schools actually send a class from the North Shore to the South Shore, the West Shore to the East Shore, and they spend their day in a school that they normally wouldn't be at. Service to others before self, commitment to your values that you hold true, and leadership. Now, leadership, you don't need a title. True leadership is looking to the left, looking to the right, and taking care of those people that are next to you without a title and without the requirement of anything coming back to you. Uplifting others. And that's what Canvas does. And I was honored in 2017 to actually join the board, but I had to resign when I got elected to office. But my first interaction with Bobby was at the Youth Summit in 2015 at Wagner College. And my daughter, Kate, Emma, and John were at events, but Kate participated in the first actual panel discussion of the youth. She was like 11 years old at the time. And it really made an impact on her. She's graduating Siena College this year, and she just took her LSATs. So the reason why I bring that up is that experience had an impact on her, and the experience that our kids have involved in the Youth Summit, we'll remember that moving forward. And through your help and contribution, we can continue that effort. So once again, I want to thank my family, my wife, Mary, my brother, Thomas, my brother-in-law, Fran, my sister-in-law, Jessica, who's looking at me making sure I say something, my sister-in-law, Nikki, my friends, Kieran and Janine, Felicia from my team, and Dr. Roderick, thank you. Dr. Helton, our superintendent. So thank you so much, and remember, we're here to support a great organization and our youth of Staten Island. Thank you.
I promise I didn't get him to say that.
Okay.
We didn't receive
I just
the
want the
credit score.
honorees to know that you will be receiving citations from them.
There you go. More citations. Yes. Thank you, Edwina. And I think I also have to acknowledge our new borough District 31 superintendent, a very dear friend of mine, Dr. Fortune, who's back there. Stand up and be recognized. Yes. He's in charge of all the schools in the borough. Okay. Now back to this Andrew Greenfield, principal of Port Richmond High School. Yes. One of my favorite principals. Yes. I'll let you say a few things, then we'll jump into it.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I want to congratulate all of tonight's honorees. I have, believe it or not, a personal connection with almost every one of the honorees tonight. When I first became principal, Mike Riley was the first politician to actually reach out and congratulate me, and I thank you for that. And I'm going to talk about a couple of the other honorees. But first and foremost, I want to shout out my table of Port Richmond students. Come on, ladies, please stand up. Tonight is about the youth. Those students have graduated. Those students are on the brink of graduating. They're out of trouble, doing the right thing, and I can't thank you enough for what you did. And this year, I gave him a new challenge. I said, have you ever worked with girls before? And he's like, no, but let's give it a shot. And I want to say that in just a few weeks that he's been working with the young ladies that are here tonight. Ladies, I couldn't be more proud of you coming here tonight. And I know that by the end of this school year, we're going to see amazing things from you guys. And by the time you graduate, we're going to see even greater things from you. So I thank you for being here tonight. I thank you for representing. And Bobby, I can't thank you enough for everything you do for the kids on Staten Island. And I think that it's important that kids come here tonight and see this room. And I said this last year, and I need to say it again. I'm a kid from Port Richmond that became principal of Port Richmond High School. I went to Port Richmond and I became principal of the schools that I'm at. I look at Bobby, he's a kid from Park Hill that is running the Canvas Institute. I look at Councilmember Hanks from Stapleton.
No, Park Hill.
Oh, sorry. Park Hill. And she's our North Shore Councilwoman. My close friend Charles Paul is a kid from Mariners Harbor, and he's state assemblyman for the North Shore of Staten Island.